Good day, YouTube family. Today is October 31st, and we're back with another segment. Just 3 days before the general election. Could Biden win or could he lose? If you look at the latest polls, it is showing that he has a substantial lead in the national polling, which is a good thing. His path to 270 is much more wider than Trump's. Well, we won't know really the night of election, according to the experts, that who will actually really win. But then you have some say that they have a general idea of exactly who would win on election night. But some of you may not even voted yet. Some of you can wait and vote on the general election day. Some of you have already cast your ballot already. Whoever wins, which some of you believe, some of you want Biden, some of you want Trump to win. Believe this, we are still one nation. We are still a nation of people who should always put one, God first. And we should always govern what's best for the people. That's what the founding fathers decided, written it down in the beginning. It is for the people, by the people. But a lot of things have happened in this world. A lot of things have happened in this country to change things. Corruption has happened. Government has not really governed for the people. It seems to govern for the individuals, the senators, the presidents, the governors, the people who sit in power. Those things have actually led us down a road in the wrong path. So what I want to talk about today is, on this segment, could Biden be the next president? Or Trump? Could he continue with another 4 years? It all depends on who you really support. As I told you before, I am not a Democrat nor a Republican, but I support the person that I believe that would do a better job in serving the people. Well, some of you may say, well, how you know Biden's going to be the man to do the job? How you know Biden's going to be the man that's going to serve the people? Well, you look at a candidate's one, you look at his plan, one, and you also look at the track record that he has had. I mean, this man's been in politics for over 40 years. He served as vice president for Barack Obama for 8 years. Now, everybody remember the Barack Obama era. When he took office, how the economy was going. Things were going in a pretty bad direction. He happened to turn it around. He happened to give jobs to people. Brought the housing industry back. The automotive, they saved the automotive industry. So, yeah, Barack Obama did a pretty good job. I really believe he did. Some of you might say, no, he just was a tax and spend type of guy. You know the Republicans. And the Democrats say, well, he the one that got us out of the economy crashing that was once was George W. Bush era. Well, anyway, I still believe that we as a nation continue to take responsibility for our patriotic duties, to continue to voice our opinion. And we should always voice our opinion. I also believe that if Trump were to win another 4 years, would it be the same as the first four? Ask yourself that question. I happen to believe that Trump doesn't really have a plan. I don't believe that. I have not heard anything he's planning to do to help the people. So, what do you think about that? I think that he's not the man for the job. As I said before, I do not support Donald Trump. I do not like what he has done to divide the nation. And he has divided the nation. So, whether you support him or not, some of you may like what he's done. I can't see how, but that's your opinion. But I personally believe that he's not the man for the job. Do I think Biden's the man for the job? Well, given what he has laid out, give me an opportunity to believe that he may be the man that can lead us in a better direction. So, you ask yourself, is this the person you want to run the country? Or do you want to continue on the same track you're on now with Donald J. Trump? Well, the polls show differently. The polls show that Biden has a substantial lead, as I said earlier. And with this 3 days left for the general election, he could be the next president. So, if you have comments, you can leave them on the channel. You could comment me if you don't think that I'm right. Well, that's fine. Like I said again, we're here to discuss something that people don't always discuss. Their politics. But right now, you think about it. Right now, the pandemic, COVID-19, has reared its ugly head, going through a second wave, and people are still dying. You ever wonder why is that? Why are we still on the same course that we were when we began this journey of COVID-19? Why isn't it getting any better? Why is it not getting under control? Well, when you got the current president going around campaigning saying that it's not real, it's all hype, it's all he says, COVID, 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 is all he talk about. Well, if he focused on this, he may be able to get this thing under control. And he may be looking not in the defense right now, but in a winning hand. I believe Donald Trump had an opportunity to change things on the COVID-19, and he failed. I do believe that's the reason why he is looking at the other side of losing, possibly losing this election. Well, I still believe that God is in control. We're moving into my faith section now. We move into that. People, like I said before, don't put all your faith in man. It is nothing wrong with us doing our civic duty, voting, casting a ballot, speaking out. We should do that. But for us to sit and put our faith into what man is doing is wrong. A lot of people right now are hurting in this country. A lot of people are really having a hard time. Lost their jobs. kids can't go back to school like before. The economy is really not as strong as it should be, even though they said we picked up some jobs the last quarter, gaining some of the jobs that we lost. There's still a lot of people filing unemployment. So that hurts. But with that being said, I'm telling you people, there is hope if you reach out and call on God. There's hope. A lot of you remember, if you look at my videos, previous videos, my son passed away in September. He was a God-fearing man. He believed that God was his all. He witnessed to people everywhere he went. He even had on the end of his voicemail, let's talk about God. So I believe that we should always, I don't care if you're a Muslim or you're a Buddhist, you believe in a higher power. Christians, we believe in God. I believe in God. So I'm saying we all, anyone that believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit should always call on the Lord. I'm going to leave a couple of things with you guys this morning. A couple of scriptures. You know, at the end of my show, we always do a little scripture period. And I'm going to put my glasses on. And I am going to pull out the good book of the Lord. And I'm going to read a couple of things here to you. One is Isaiah 11. And it is saying, I'm going to find my thing here. 11:3-6. And it shall make him a quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But for the righteous shall he judge the poor and reprove with equity. For the meek of the earth he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. And the righteous shall be the girdle of his lions, faithfulness, the girdle of his ruins. The wolf also shall dwelleth the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion flattening together. A little child shall lead them. Again, believe in God. I like for you all to subscribe to this channel so we can continue talking this discussion. Be blessed. See you next time.